Okay, this is Greg Kirk. We just attended the Scrum User Group, Phoenix Scrum User Group meeting. And we just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. First, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who do you work for? Anything else you want to tell us about?
I work for a custom development company, Paragon 9. We specialize mostly in a lot of web development applications. And we've been using Scrum now for going on about a year. We've kind of come out of the transition of kind of from an old waterfall method into Scrum, and there was a time there where we were straddling kind of both methodologies with existing projects and then taking on new projects. But now, we're kind of totally using Scrum to the best of our ability.
Good.
And definitely seeing some great results, and just the increase in communication with product owners and clients in our case, and so it's been going really well.
So is there any particular reason why you decided to come to the meeting tonight?
Well, definitely wanted to hear some of the highlights of the Agile conference, and also Perry speaking, and so just kind of like to stay connected with what's going on in the Agile community and what others are doing, and this is just a great way to do that.
Yeah. Was there any particular topic or anything that grabbed your interest that you think you'll be sharing with your team tomorrow?
Yeah, actually, the story mapping kind of resonated, and kind of very similar to something like process maps and some things that we've done in the past. So I definitely, I love the visual aspect of it, and I can kind of see possibly where that can have a place, so to speak, and adding value to that. So
very good.
That's something we definitely want to look further into.
Thinking of your current team or any past teams since you've been using Agile or Scrum, what has been the most significant difficulty you've had doing that?
It's I would say probably getting the clients or even the product owners on board sometimes, especially in the beginning, because it kind of with a lot of unknowns in the beginning, and just trying to get them on the same page. And that usually kind of evolves around contract development and scope of work. So that's probably where our biggest difficulty has come in, and actually documenting enough that makes the client feel safe in moving forward, but yet not committing ourselves and trying to act like we know down to the nitty gritty what's going to happen 6 months and 2 days and 12 hours from now. So
right.
That's been probably the biggest hurdle.
Okay. If there was an all-powerful Wizard of Oz of Agile that could answer any question,
okay,
what question would you ask?
What is the secret magic formula for story points?
Story points. The secret magic. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's it. Does it exist, right?
Secret magic. Okay. Is there anything particular that you would like to learn at at Scrum User Group meetings, Phoenix Scrum User Group meetings in the future? Any topics or anything you'd like?
Probably along the same lines as it's been going. Just a lot of, it sounds like real world examples. Just kind of findings from others and what they've experienced. I think that sometimes is way more valuable than what you may read about in a book or something else. Is actually having that dialogue and being able to hear others' experience, and then having them available to possibly ask further questions and things like that.
Very good. Okay. Where or from whom or both did you learn the most about Agile?
A lot of it going back kind of mostly in the beginning was reading, I think, but once again, it's missing that kind of tactile sense. So it wasn't probably actually till we started utilizing it in projects that really the learning started to really starting to happen, where started to kind of have a lot of aha moments when certain things are being done, and you can kind of see the benefit from that, and after running a sprint, and then you can even track your progress, and you can see how starting to streamline getting work done. So
you learned a lot when you were actually doing
it. Yeah, I would definitely say more definitely when you're doing the research, it's kind of the theory, right? And then it all makes it all sounds great, but then it's, I think all the nuances come out when you're actually getting involved and actually using it.
Cool. So do you have any words of wisdom for people just starting out adopting Scrum?
Yeah, well, it doesn't happen overnight, and so you gotta stick with it. And I think once again, in the spirit of remaining agile, you need to learn to adapt to the process itself, and even adapt. Maybe you have to straddle, one foot in and one foot out in the beginning. We certainly had to do that, but once again, kind of keeping into that spirit of being agile that kind of comes along with it. So, it may not be a cookie cutter and solution, and I definitely wouldn't look at it that way, but I would, definitely stick with it and try and make it work to whatever, process that you're utilizing.
Cool. Well, thank you for your time, Greg.
Thank you.